Hi fellas, this is Chemaddcts again to the solution. Welcome back to my another video tutorial. So today we're gonna solve chemistry rate problems once again. Okay. So today's topic is how to determine the steps for mechanism for a chemical reaction by rate equation. Okay. So what we will do in this video tutorial? Well, we will discuss how to find minimum number of steps in a mechanism for a reaction. What things we would learn from this video? We will learn about how a species is out of rate determining steps. Okay. So here is the summary for this video. Here we will learn to solve a problem relating rates, order of a reaction, concentration of reactants, some useful definitions of these topics, analyze the rate equation, how the steps of mechanism for a chemical reaction depends on rate, how the steps of mechanism for a chemical reaction depends on the rate equation, when a reacting when a reactant is out of rate determining step, some important key points about this topic, some of the tips and tricks regarding this problem. Well, let's get started. So this is the question that we're gonna solve today. Okay. So the rate equation for the reaction is given over here. The graph of I2 against time graph is a straight line showing that the order of reaction with respect to iodine is 0. That means the order for iodine is 0 over here. Okay. So the question asked us explain why the minimum steps in the mechanism for this reaction is 2. So why should be the minimum steps for this mechanism should be 2. Okay. So the total mark for this question is 2, as we can see over here. So at first let us discuss some of the things regarding this question. So now let us break this question into two parts. So they have asked us to explain why the minimum steps in the mechanism for this reaction is 2. Okay. So in here we can say that for explaining two reasons we will gain 2 marks. Okay. So for explaining two reasons we will gain 2 marks. So for each reason there is 1 mark. Okay. So 1 mark for each reason. Alright. So let us find the two reasons for this question. Okay. So in here in the rate equation, as we can see that here the order for iodine is 0. Okay, here the order is 0 for iodine. Okay, since the order of iodine is 0, so iodine is out of RDS. So iodine is not in the rate determining step. Okay, since since iodine since the order of iodine is 0, so the iodine is not in the rate determining step. So let us now know what is meant by rate determining step. Okay. So what is meant by rate determining step? Or RDS we can say. Okay. So it is the slowest step in the multi-step mechanism. Okay. It is the slowest step in the multi-step mechanism. So what is meant by order of a particular reactant in the reaction order of reactants. Okay. So let us also know what is meant by order of reactants. So it is the total number of particles of reactants that are involved up to and including, and also including, I repeat, including, okay, it is really important thing, and including the RDS, okay, or rate determining step. So it is the total number of particles of reactants that are involved up to and including the rate determining step. Okay. So this is the definition for order of reaction, order of reactants, and this is the definition for rate determining step. So I hope that you have understood. If not, please let me know in the comment section. Okay. So let's get back to the question. Since the order of iodine is 0, so iodine is not in the rate determining step. Okay, iodine is not in the rate determining step. So there should be further step where iodine would get involved. So I have already tell the answer. Okay, I have already tell the answer. So this should be the answer. Okay, because iodine, because iodine because iodine is not in the rate determining step. Okay, is not in the rate determining step. Okay, or iodine is out of RDS, both mean the same thing. Okay, so there there must be another step. So there must be another step where iodine gets involved. Okay. Gets involved. So the iodine gets involved in the reaction. Because iodine is not in the rate determining step, so there must be another step where iodine gets involved in the reaction. Okay, so that's the answer to this question. Okay, so this is the answer to this question. So I hope that you have understood the question as well as the answer. So if not, please let me know in the comment section and I am happy to help you out. So tell us, peace with chemistry.